Welcome to Channeling Stocks, and thank you for the opportunity to share this theory with you. During the next few minutes, we are going to go over some of the basics involved with channeling stocks, what they are, and how they may work for you. Everyone invests differently. While we may be more conservative, you may be a more aggressive type of investor. There is no right or wrong. It depends on how much risk you are willing to take. Some people go for home runs all the time. Others do fine hitting singles time and time again. It is a decision only you can make. So to recap, based on the historical prices, we have chosen to put our buy in at $15.50 and our sell in at $17.50 and take a 12.9% gain. Which brings us to the next unique aspect of the channeling stocks theory, knowing when we sell a stock before we even buy it. Knowing when we sell a stock before we even buy it is fundamental to this strategy. After the decision to buy the stock at $15.50 was made, we had to determine when we would sell it, whether it went up or down. We knew that if it went up to $17.50, we would sell. But what about if the price went down? We also determined that price before we even bought the stock. What if the price drops? Just because the price goes to the support level is no guarantee that it will go back up. You know your buy price, you know your sell price. We determined that if the price went down to $14 after we bought it at $15.50, we would want to sell. That did happen. Take a look. Knowing when you will sell before you buy. So we now know that prior to buying the stock, we knew at what price we planned on selling, whether it went up or down. What is the benefit of knowing your sell price in advance? Quite simply, there are two emotions that drive the normal investor. These emotions are fear and greed. Fearful of how much money one could possibly lose. Greed when one doesn't know when to take their profits. Knowing when you will sell before you even buy the stock removes those factors from the equation. But how is that accomplished? GTC, stop loss, and OCO orders. The tools one uses after deciding what price to sell at come from your brokerage firm. There are three types of orders you need to know. First is the GTC, good till canceled order. This is an order placed right after the stock is purchased. The price is predetermined prior to even buying the stock. When this order is placed, the brokerage is being instructed that, should the price rise to this level, sell it. The selling price is based on the historical price movement, and this order is in place to lock in profits. The next order you will use to take the emotions out of the trading is the stop loss order. This is the second order you place right after the stock has been purchased. The price you use is predetermined prior to buying the stock. When this order is placed, you are instructing your broker, should the price fall to this level, then sell it. You use the historical price movements to determine this number and limit your potential losses. The final step of the process is for you to take advantage of the OCO, one cancels the other order. This is the final order you place after you completed the stock purchase. When this order is placed, you are instructing your broker, when one of the two previous orders is executed, cancel the other order at the same time. This order ensures that you do not have an open position after the stock sells at the GTC or stop loss price. So let's recap the three order types you need to know. GTC, the order used to sell at your predetermined price should the stock price rise. Stop loss, the order used to sell at your predetermined price should the stock price fall. And OCO, the order placed that cancels the other open order when either of the two executes. Practice trading is by far the best way to learn this theory. The reason you want to do this is quite simple. It allows you to learn the theory practicing on paper without putting any of your real money at risk. Regardless of your experience in the market, if you have never traded using this theory, we urge you to practice trade on paper to begin. Do not be anxious, the market is not going anywhere. When you are winning on at least 70% of your practice trades on paper, you will be in a much better position to trade this theory using your hard-earned money. So how does someone practice trade? Here's an example of the practice trading sheet, accessible free on our website. All the information you need to practice trade is listed. So let's go back to our earlier chart and do a practice trade. Here is the chart with a shorter time frame for illustrative purposes. The symbol is WERN, and on December 11, 2008, the closing price was $15.26. Let's draw on the support and resistance lines again. Remember that the support historically was $15 and the resistance was $18. So now let us go to the paper trading sheet with that information. So knowing the historical support and resistance prices, we write in the buy price of $15.50 and at the same time write down at what price we would sell, both if it goes up or down. In this example, we kept our GTC price at $17.50 and we wrote down that if the price dropped to $14, we would want our GTC to execute. All of these numbers came from looking at the past price movements only, so you can see how the paper trading sheet would look now. On December 12th, the price rose to the buy price of $15.50. For example purposes, we will be using an investment amount of $5,000. Then we fill in more of the practice trading sheet. We fill in the buy date, number of shares bought, and total paid columns. On December 17th, the price rose to the GTC price of $17.50, so we fill in the remaining columns of the practice trading sheet. Congratulations! You just made a 12.9% return on your investment. Where do I set my buy and sell prices? This is probably our most frequently asked question. There are no set percentages or dollar amounts. Each stock is its own entity. Use the previous price movements as your guide. Based on the historical support and resistance channels, where is the price that in the past was the point which you could use to confirm direction? Practice, practice, practice. We really cannot emphasize this enough. This is where your learning needs to be done. Print out the practice trading sheet from our website and start today. We urge everyone new to this theory, regardless of your experience in the market, to start here. Thank you, and for more information, please go to our website, www.channelingstocks.com.